Hi, what's your name and who are you?
My name is Cillian Hynes. I was baptised on the 7th of September 2008 and I'm part of the Dublin Teens ministry.
Oh, Cillian, what's helped your faith in the last year?
Baptism of one of my best friends. This is Chris. Me and Chris have grown up together from a very young age. We had our first birthday together. We're separated by 2 days in age, so I'm 2 days older. We were in Kingdom Kids together, obviously, and we had there's a lot of kids in Kingdom Kids that we grew up with, and we were at a good time. You know, obviously, your friends in church when you're younger in Kingdom Kids are your best friends. You know, you love church because you love hanging out with your friends in church, and it's very easy to be in church when you've got your friends to look out for, and your friends to be there for you. Me and Chris went to pre-teen camps and teen camps together, and we kept up a close friendship. And then obviously Chris has been to the last 2 teen camps, where we worked steadily upon it. It's a great thing because Chris got baptised earlier this year. How Chris shares his faith, his first Bible discussion we had in Chris's house, was 16 visitors.
Wow.
Brought along to it, which is pretty impressive. And that is, he's a great guy in terms of sharing his faith. And that really boosted my faith this year. Just Chris's baptism, and he's just an inspiration. It's grown our teen ministry by 50%.
Fantastic. Okay, then what helped you when you were studying the Bible to become a Christian?
I was coming down the stairs, and my dad was on the phone to, I think, Malcolm Cox, and he said, he was talking, and he said something like, he said, the last, I'd be happy, the last thing I want to see before I die is that my 2 sons become Christians. Teen camp was one of the biggest turning points. It's an incredible, teen camp's an incredible experience when you're together with, Christians your own age, with other people that are spiritually minded, because obviously I wasn't a Christian at the time, but everyone's searching for something, and then when you're there together as a group of young people, it's really inspiring. And then obviously the last thing that kind of pushed me over the edge was we had a bit of a conversation. It was our last study, and he talked about my relationship with my family. He then asked me about my brother. It was the first time that I realised that for maybe about 10, 11, 12 years, for our entire lives, I hadn't had a proper, deep conversation with my brother about anything. It had all been shallow, and we fought and stuff, and that got me so bad that I actually broke down. I was actually like, that affected me so badly. And that was pretty much, those things pretty much pushed me over the edge. That was like, I really need God. There was, God in relationships makes them so much more profound, deeper, and there's just so much more. There's so much more there. And I knew that I needed God in my life after that sin study as well. And obviously after that, I think it took me a week after teen camp and I was baptised. So I didn't wait around after.
Cillian, what's your vision for the Dublin Teen ministry in the next 10 years?
And I see the teen ministry, because I won't be part of the teens for much longer, but the teen ministry I think is going to thrive. We have a lot of young kids coming up who I think are good kids. They're good kids. I think we can help them a lot. As a student, we'll be a student ministry, a campus ministry, which is kind of scary to think about, but we will be. And I have a great vision for it. I think it's going to thrive a lot, and the Dublin Church is going to continue to grow, which is already.
God's gonna trouble the water. Who's that yonder dressed in red? Way in the water. Must be the children